method is used to find the grade. Actually, this program we can extend. Take the subjects marks. But I am taking directly total. But actually, if you want to write the complete program, take the subjects marks, subjects wise marks first. After that, when you call the method, it is calculating the total, it is calculating the average, and it is calculating the grade. But the concept grade calculation, no, object is the concept, so shortcuts I followed and okay, my student object ready. My student object is ready, sir. Next, we are going to testing that one. So document dot write followed by roll number, and print the roll number. First, I'm printing the details here. Next, name of the student. Next one, total marks. And the lastly, result. So we'll get the output here. There is no problem. Everything is fine. We'll get the output like this. So student marks 350, then only result is fail. Hmm? Next, what we are doing, sir? Why I used this keyword? A reason I'm going to introducing. Actual program is completed, sir. Remaining things, extra things we are going to discussing. Next, can I modify the student details, sir? That's not a problem. Arrays we modified recently, like that. This is also that is non-primitive. This is non-primitive. 100% we can modify, sir. There is no problem. Stud dot total equals to 450. Actually 450, but by mistake it is entered as a 350. So I'm updating the data, or I'm modifying the data. After updating the data, confirmation, show the new total and show the new result. Total changing, the obviously result is also changing. It's a common thing. The new total is 45 and result is pass. But object already created. Data available, methods also available. But now, can I add some more properties to this object? Huh? Object already created, data stored, and operations also completed, sir. But in this line, from this statement, extra properties adding to this object possible or not possible? Huh? Sound give it 10 minutes warm up. Hmm. Hmm? Already created object. But now I want to add some additional properties. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Hmm. Hmm. Allowed. Yesterday I already explained that point. So you all are absent yesterday session. మరి allowed కదా? Huh? You said allowed only. Possible only said. మరి సౌండ్ రాలేదే. Ps, 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 ps. Huh? మీకు 2 weeks బ్యాక్ ఐ అనౌన్స్డ్ కదా, కమింగ్ ఆల్ సండేస్ యూ హ్యావ్ ద సెషన్స్ ప్రిపేర్ అని. Suddenly not announced, right? 2 weeks back I said. Remember or not? Not last week. Before that week I announced coming all Sundays you have the classes. Don't go for any other works అని. మరి hmm? I have also lot of works. Hmm? But I'm taking class కదా. మరి you have to attend కదా. Hmm? Who doesn't have the works? Everybody they have the work. Hmm? Compared to you, I have more works because every day morning 7:30 to evening 6:30 here only. Where I'm doing my personal works only Sunday. But Sunday also I'm sacrificing for you to complete your syllabus. You are not attending the classes. Hmm? Right or wrong? Morning 7 to evening 6:30 every day I'm staying here only. I'm also having some internal I have to spend the free time I have to spend with family. I have to spend with friends. But ఇక్కడ syllabus not completing any problem. Sundays I'm taking the class. మరి మీరేం చేస్తున్నారు? బంక్ కొడుతున్నారు క్లాస్. రియల్లీ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ టు లెర్న్ అయితే యు ఆర్ అటెండింగ్ క్లాస్ హియర్. సో లాట్ ఆఫ్ కాంప్రమైజింగ్ ఆఫ్టర్ మై సెల్ఫ్ ఎస్టర్డే ఐ టుక్ ద క్లాస్. Next coming Sunday also. Coming August 15th also. August 15th actually holiday, but you have session. We don't have chance. Next Monday onwards, new batch started already. Planning done. So I have to complete the syllabus. Mm, 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 mm. What to do? My pressure is like that. Mm, mm, mm. మీరేమో ఆరామ్సే ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ అటెండింగ్ అదర్వైజ్ నాట్ అటెండింగ్. Miss Meghana, which topic skipped? Can you show it? Irresponsibly don't talk that one. Can you show that which topic is skipped? Huh? With control your language. Hmm? Can you prove it which topic is skipped? Don't talk rubbish, madam. If you skip it, then you can talk it. Then what you dropped, our topics will skip it. Huh? What I skipped? Prove it. Your batch already delayed, Amma. May as per the schedule 2.5 months, but it's already 2.5 months crossed. So we have to then only the extra sessions reasons and you are sad, you are crying, I don't want. You which topic you skipped, prove it. Hmm? That only I'm saying, Amma, which topic skipped, prove it. Because syllabus content is given కదా, ఆ కంటెంట్ లో which topics ఇప్పుడు prove show it. Topic I shared కదా, must starting of the your batch total course content I given కదా. Beginning of your batch total course content we given. This is the content we are going to discussing and clearly mentioned. But you are listening or not, I don't know that one. Remember, course content available 100%. I'm covering this content and course content I given day-wise content. From that content, if anything is missing or anything is skipped, you can point out. Without that, don't talk anything. Hmm? Content I given already. Starting of the batch. Interested candidates say join this one. This is the content I'm completing and clearly starting to mention that one. So open that course content what we shared. In that one, if anything is missing, you can point out. You can worry about that one. Without doing anything, why these unnecessary things? Hmm? Madam, these are all the things unnecessary thing. Which topic skipped? Please confirm that one. What are the commitment I given in the starting of the batch? These are the topics I'm going to explaining. 100% I'm covering the topic something. A course content lo what I given 100% I'm covering that one. Hmm? Hmm. Make starting days of the batch I clearly mentioned. These are the topics only I'm covering. Interested candidates say continue join in the batch. And I clearly mentioned that one. It's unnecessary talking. Hmm? Why use it the get element by ID? Programming purpose. So first go to the Google Classroom. Got a course content available. If you don't have any course content, please contact your admin. Admin will share the course content. Right? First listen my voice also, not only your version. Hmm? Got listening, Meghana. Starting days of your batch, I clearly mentioned these are the topics we are going to covering. Interested, join in this batch. Clearly mentioned, right? What are the content we given that day? If anything is missing, you can point out. Point clearer? Is it clearer? What is the content we given that day? In that one, if anything is missing, you can point out. Madam, hoisting the 10 to 15 minutes concept, madam. Hoisting is 10 to 15 minutes concept. For that, you don't need the more time. Just 10 to 15 minutes, we can complete the hoisting. Without checking the course content, why you are worrying about that one? First, check the course content, then we'll talk it. Hmm? You are got shocked, reminding no. Amma, you are good, disturbing and irritating also. Hmm? You are unnecessary disturbing my flow. You are unnecessary disturbing our flow. You are attending Kolkata, you are attending the Mars, you are attending Jupiter. I don't want. Hmm? We have some content. That content we are following. Hmm? But up to now, how I explain all the topics, so the same way I'm going to covering the syllabus. Pony, you will go for yesterday's topic. Is there any difference in the explanation or regular style I explained? Yesterday, one two topics we completed. Regularly, how I am explaining the same style explained, or any difference is there? But unnecessary 10 minutes you wasted that one. Hmm? Psychologically ఏమంటాం మనం ఈ ఊహించేసుకుంటున్నారు వాళ్ళ వాళ్ళు ఉమ్. అసలు ఆలు లేదు సోలు లేదు అల్లుడి పేరు సోమలింగం అన్నట్టు ఉంది ఈడ. పోనీ if you really prove that one, I'm explained fastly. I skipped some topics and we'll argue that one. Hmm? Yeah, పొద్దునే డిస్టర్బెన్స్. పోనీ yesterday two topics I completed కదా. Regular style how I explained like that only explained any differently explained. Huh? Regular style only explained, any difference is there? మరి why this madam arguing you are explaining fastly, hurriedly, worryly అని? బాయే. మూడు మొత్తం బాయే. ఉమ్. ఏం చెప్తున్నా? So for all online students, the small information, clear information. Starting of the batch, we given the course content. Underline this word very well. Hmm? And I clearly announced also in the batch starting days, this is the content we are discussing. Interested candidates, you can join in this batch and clearly mentioned. But now unnecessary if you are going to arguing, it's a time waste only, no use of that one. Hmm? In that course content, which topics available, that only we are going to discussing. 100% a content I'm going to completing. That is my responsibility. Out of that, I can't do anything because after giving the content, if you are interested, then only you are joined. Now I need that one, I need this one, I need that one, and it's not possible. Hmm? These type of arguments coming in future for safety precautions, starting days of the batch, we are giving the content. Without seeing that content, without watching that content, somebody unnecessarily discussing that point. First, refer that. In that, if anything is missing, you can drop or you can comment anything. Hmm? Especially for online students, this information. Hmm? Madam, I know my duty, madam. I know what I have to explain. I know why everything. అక్కడ మాకు మెసేజెస్ కమింగ్ అమ్మా సంబడి సమ్ క్యాండిడేట్స్ మరి ఐ హావ్ టు రిప్లై ఐ హావ్ టు క్లారిఫై దోస్ కదా దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ అది. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ కన్సర్న్ ప్లీజ్ డ్రాప్ టు యువర్ క్లాస్మేట్స్ మెసేజ్ డోంట్ డ్రాప్ ఎనీ మెసేజ్ అని. మళ్ళీ మెసేజ్ నాట్ రిప్లైడా దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో కామెంటింగ్ సార్ నాట్ రిప్లైయింగ్ ద మెసేజెస్ అని. వీ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. యూ డోంట్ నో దోస్ ఆల్ ఆర్. మీకేముంది మీరు జస్ట్ ఎంజాయ్ చేసుకుంటారు మాకు అది కాదు. ఉమ్. అనవసరం ఓ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యి ఉండేది ఈ గ్యాప్ లో. సో పాయింట్ వాట్ ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ సార్ అంటే కెన్ యూ యాడ్ ద న్యూ ప్రాపర్టీస్ టు దిస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఆర్ నాట్? దట్ ఈస్ ద క్వశ్చన్. నెక్స్ట్ సిమిలర్లీ కెన్ ఐ యాడ్ ద న్యూ మెథడ్స్ టు దిస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఆర్ నాట్? మై క్వశ్చన్స్ అయితే నాట్ ఆన్సరింగ్. Online students especially. When I'm asking any questions, mostly answers not comes. Hmm? Chat box is only for asking of the doubt, not for answering of the faculty questions. Super kada. So if you are interested, you can add the new properties and new methods. That concept is called as prototyping. That is the last session what I said. Hmm? ఇప్పుడు సండేస్ క్లాసెస్ ఫర్ ఫాస్ట్లీ కవరింగ్ మోర్ టైమ్ స్పెండింగ్ మరి దే ఆర్ ఆర్గ్యూయింగ్ ఫాస్ట్లీ సేయింగ్ అన్నారు. సండేస్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ ద క్లాస్ అంటే స్పెండింగ్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా టైమ్ అంతేగాని ఫాస్ట్లీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ కాదు. ఫాస్ట్లీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ అయితే వై సండే వీక్ డేస్ ఐ కెన్ కంప్లీట్ ఇట్. కొద్దిగా స్మాల్ సెన్స్. ఓకే నౌ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్ కీవర్డ్. ఇఫ్ ఐ రిమూవ్ దిస్ కీవర్డ్ ఐ విల్ గెట్ ద ఎర్రర్. ఎర్రర్ కమ్స్ Half of the output is missing, so it's not syntax error. If it is syntax error, total output is missing. It's not syntax error, mostly it's a reference error. Why the error is comes, sir? Total is not defined. So I defined the total. How we can say, sir? Because browser is displaying your total marks is 350. But here browser is saying your total is not defined. The 1 second before they're printing the total. 1 second after it is saying error message. So why the problems are into place is the problem. Place is the problem. So I used the total, hmm, but browser not identifying this total. Browser is not identifying this total. So it produces the error. It produces the error message. Why, sir? Into recognition problem. But here total is there, sir. Why it is showing the error, sir? Reason is search policy. Search policy is the reason. When you are using any property or variable, first the system checks in the local and inside the method. It checks or it searches in the inside the method. By chance, it is found substituting that value, producing the output. It is not found in the local, sir. Then searching in the global and outside the global. There also it is not found, sir. Then searching in the external JavaScript. Now, JavaScript inside we can define the functions and you can define the variables also. They're also not found, sir. Finally, you will get the error. But here it is there, sir. The object private area, sir. In the private area, I didn't check anything. So as per the search policy, first search in the local, not found a global, not found a external. Yes, locally there is no total. Globally there is no total. In external JavaScript also there is no total. So that's why it is produces the error. Hmm. How the search policy going on? Proof I'm showing here. See that one. So total equals to 666. But if it takes this total, answer is fail. If they takes this total, answer is pass. We'll see what is the output. What is the answer? Pass. So search formula working. Compulsory. Every language they follows the search formula. But you don't know or not, I don't know, but they follows. Yesterday two questions arised. Exception handling related, error handling related. But two questions, so mostly answers not came. But lot of people's already error handling, exception handling. Hmm? Mali, you are commenting me, don't skip surrender. Huh? But you already completed topic, you don't know the points. Then you are commenting me, don't skip surrender. Matter. What is the points to finally block? One point I asked. Second point I asked about the throw statement. Throw statement అయితే two questions nil answer. Two questions nil answer. Almost yesterday 155 plus students attended online. 155 plus students they given some answers but not matching. But lot of people the two topics కదా already, including Magana also. Hmm? మరి ఇప్పుడు వేర్ ఈస్ ద స్కిప్పింగ్ కొద్దిగా థింక్ వన్స్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఆల్రెడీ వర్క్డ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఫైనలీ బ్లాక్ నాట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ అంటే నో 100% ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ అని యూ సైడ్ బట్ 100% నెవర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ ఫైనలీ బ్లాక్ that nobody doesn't knows but finally block used already. When you are working with the throw statement, one rule compulsory to follow, I said. What is the rule, sir? No idea. But fact what, sir? You already completed this topic in something, something, something. Somewhere, somewhere, somewhere. But I am skipping, I'm covering everything. Huh? Remember, online students yesterday, you didn't replete this point. Yesterday, you said no idea. Hmm? But so many candidates, already this topic. So, moral of the story, Adi. Hmm? Okay, search formula. Same. When you are using any properties inside your method, compulsory our systems following the search formula. First locally, then global of the that program, otherwise external. If these three places, if it is not found, sir, compulsory it is throwing the error. No doubt at all. But here I have the total, sir. The object personal area. So personal area system is not going to putting the fingers. And you have to request to the browser. A browser you can search my area also. You have to request like that. So possible as sir. That is one of the solution is stud dot total. One of these is stud dot total. My reference variable dot total. So now browser full clarity available. Total is available inside the stud. Stud is contains the address of the object. So now browsers jumping to that address and searching for the total. So problem solved is a fail. Still you can define the total, local total. But you given clear address kada, it's not touching this one. It is touching only this one. So when you write the reference here, no such formula, directly jumping into memory block and substituting the content. If I remove the sir, local substituting, it is such concept, searching concept. When you call any properties, when you use the method, see, searching policy compulsory. So first search within your working area, then search in the global area, and then search in the outside. These three places, anywhere it is not found, finally you will get the errors. Hmm? So stud dot total is one solution, and this dot total is another solution. JavaScript supported the both solutions, sir. But for future point of view, also this is the better. For future point of view, this is also better. Stood working, but always no compatibility. This is always compatible. 100% scenarios, it provides the solution. But what is the this, sir? Basically, this is a keyword. Basically, this is a keyword. And you can also call it as it's a predefined reference variable. Like as a stud, this is also a predefined reference variable. Stud is reference variable, this also reference variable. But stud is our own reference variable. This is the predefined reference variable. Hmm. Reference variable, nothing else. One created by the programmer, one created by the system. But what it is storing, sir? Both reference variables maintains the same data only. Student maintains the address of the object. Same address also maintains inside the this also. Address is same, your object address. Yesterday one diagram I shown, remember the object diagram? Yesterday one object memory diagram I explained. As per the diagram, got one address is available. That address is maintained by the stud and that address also maintained by the this keyword. Generally we'll get the doubt. Same address, why the two copies are coming to that only. One for the external usage, one for the internal usage. Stud means programmer's own reference variable for external uses. This for internal uses. So this is for external uses and this is for internal uses. Your object address, if you want to use outside, use your own reference variable. Your object address, if you want to use inside, use the this keyword. Right. Both representing the same memory block, both is used for accessing of the same items, but one inside the object, one outside the object. My members, I want access from other areas, sir. My own reference variable required. My members, I want access inside my memory block only, sir. Predefined variable, this required. So OB1, OB2, OB3, stud1, stud2, stud3, employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, all these are the external reference variables programmers own. This is the predefined reference variable. But now see that one. Why I used the this here, sir? Because still I'm inside the object. How, sir? What is this curly bracket? My object begins. And what is this curly bracket? My object ends. And where is this if condition? Inside the object. So we should prefer the this. But now here I am writing the RNO. RNO. And where is this step, sir? Outside the object. Then only I use it the stood. In the same place, try to use the this, so you'll get the undefined. The internal purpose, external purpose, and self-referencing this from others referencing stood. So these four items, roll number, name, total marks, get result, three properties and one method. These four items, so if you want access outside the object, use your own reference. These four items, if you want access within these curly brackets, use the this keyword. Lifelong this compulsory in JavaScript. Whenever you are working with the objects, always we have to use the this. Like as your Java.NET, sometimes this using, sometimes this not using, not allowed, sir. 100% you have to use the this keyword. Okay, that is easy process. Blindly we can use. But the other proofs concepts, sometimes this required, sometimes this not required. And then you have to remember where we have to use the this, where we have don't need the this. But this one, blindly this. Reason, address, location, representation. It is giving an idea to browser. I want to access this property. It is available in this location. Right. So in this place, your reference is substituting reference.tot. If I want to use the roll number, sir, compulsory this dot roll number. If I want to use the name, sir, this dot name. If I want to call this method inside the object, sir, get my method completed. From here only, I want to call the method, sir, get result. Before that one, this dot get result. But this method I'm calling outside the object, sir, stud dot get result. So compared to original loops languages, in JavaScript, this using very easy, remembering also easy. So last point, once again repeating, this inside what we have, sir. A reference variable inside what we have, the same value is also maintained by the this. A reference variable what it contains, sir, address of this object. And this keyword is also maintains the address of the same object only. So this is the process to create the objects by using the literals. Now I'm going to introducing to create the objects by using the constructors, second syntax. See the small theoretical part. What is I explained that this keyword, that is the notes about the this keyword. Already posted in Google Classroom, or you checked or not, I don't know that one. This is next constructors, second syntax. In JavaScript, constructor, technically it is a function, sir. We know already functions and we already got the idea about methods also. One more. Construct is a function. Okay. What is the purpose of this constructor, sir? Constructor receives an empty object. Constructor receives an empty object. Hmm? Who creates that empty object, sir? That is created by the new keyword. Object is created by the new keyword, not by the constructor. This is also maybe some special point. A lot of people's they're thinking constructor is creating the object. This talk is there in market. Hmm. If one group of people strongly believing constructor is creating the object, మన websites available, channels also available, people's also available. ఏం చేస్తాం అంతే. ఉమ్, ఇంకా అలా పోతా ఉంటది అంతే. But constructor not creating any objects, sir. New keyword is creating the object. New keyword created in a blank or empty object. That object address is given to the constructor. What constructor doing, sir? And it is initializing that object. So object already created by the new keyword. In that object, data storing constructor responsibility. A data storing we called as a initialization. So if anybody is asked what is the purpose of constructor or constructor function, whatever it may be, object initialization, not for object creation. Right? So my subject constructor function, other subjects constructor ante. It's not a function. So other subjects, what is the purpose of constructor? Or JavaScript, what is the purpose of constructor function? Answer same as, sir. I typed in the brackets object initialization. This is the straight answer. If you said other than this word, it's not accurate answer. Maybe of course, if you are giving wrong answer, also somebody accepting that one. Reason they also knows that wrong answer only. Reason అది. ఇది full clarity I given. So constructors the confusion word. Why they're getting confusion, sir? And as per the spelling, constructor, it is constructing the object. No, no, no. It is constructing the values. అది misunderstanding అన్నమాట అది. But what you know previously about the constructor, you know, I don't know that one. Hmm? But reality అయితే this one. Hmm? So no, sir, constructor only creating the objects, sir, and we can prove that one. It's not right sentence. And if you have already constructors knowledge, no, na constructors already some knowledge. Huh? Okay, comes to your point of view. But not you, general I'm talking. So constructor creating the object. Constructor creating object. Okay, very good. I'll also comes to a few minutes this track only. Your track I'll comes. Next point, I hope you know that when construct is executed, generally when construct is executed while object creation, right? So while creating the object, construct is executed, right? With two sentences at a time pronounce it, it's impossible. Who have the little bit of English knowledge, even third standard, fourth standard English knowledge, these two sentences at a time possible and easily you can identify. But what we are doing, sir, and blindly we are following these sentences one. And how much blind, not using this one we using. See this one, second sentence possible or first sentence not possible. First sentence is correct or second sentence? Because I am creating the object, kada. Then how I am executing while creation of object? I am the creator. Logic understand? You are creating the object, kada. And somebody is asked when you are executing, sir, you are saying while creation of object I am executing. While creation of object you are executing and object is creating by somebody. The first sentence if you follow, na second sentence wrong. Second sentence if you follow, first sentence wrong. But bad luck what, sir, we are following both sentence. 50% of people is following this one. In that you are available or not, I don't know that one. Huh? Available, huh? So think once yourself also. Clear picture. So somebody is creating the object. During that object creation, I am also running it. But suppose my friends lo generally, one of your friend is going to somewhere. And a Sunday, no, Saturday, no, free time is there. He said that I'm going to tank bund. What you are saying? Eric, stay will I'll also come అంటారు. నేను కూడా వస్తాను ఆగ్రా అంటారు. అంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ వన్? You are joining in that process. The process is done by the your friend. You are also joining in that journey. Like that, this is also clear thing, sir. So why the misunderstanding reasons are ante the pronunciation constructor. 100% it is constructing, but what it is constructing sir ante data, not memory blocks. Hmm. ఇది clear అది. No constructor creating the objects sir ante when constructors are executing, that question answer not available. So this is the clear clarity sir about the constructors. Next, constructors technically it's a function. I already said few minutes back, but a small differences available. And look like as function A. Syntax, so appearance, if you see that one, 90% it's look like as a function only, sir. But the coding wise, we have slight differences. Then how can I identify, sir, it's a function, a constructor function, sir? Generally, constructors first letter, capital letter available. When I array constructor, we know that one, A capital letter is there. One or two times the date constructor also I use it. D capital letter is available. Like that, constructors for easy identification, first letter they are following as a capital letter. First difference. Second difference, constructors should be invoked by new keyword only. So your constructor should be called by new keyword. And when it is calling surrender while creation of offset. And object creation process time construct is also calling. Super. But object creation who is doing? That is the new keyword. You know already new keyword I explained previous topics. New is a keyword. It is used for dynamic memory allocations. So your object dynamic memory allocated by the new keyword. When the memory allocation process completed, immediately call goes to constructor. Constructor is coming and storing the data in this newly constructed memory blocks. That is called as object initialization. Next, another differences are functions returns the values. We know very well, but constructor functions doesn't returns any value. We should not write the return statement inside the constructor. By chance, constructor inside, if I write the return statement, sir, it is depromoted to functions. మనకు పోలీస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ లో డిప్రమోషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. If they did anything wrongly, CI promoted, depromoted to SI, or SI depromoted to head constable. When they did the wrongly jobs. Some of movies, our heroes also depromoted like this. So constructor function, constructor missing, then it is working like as a function when you write the return statement, but it's not showing any syntactical errors. We functions to constructor identification marks. Function first letter small, constructor first letter capital. Constructors we functions we can call directly. Sum function, subtraction, mod, area. Before that, you don't need any new keywords. But method constructors, if you want to call it, new keyword is required. If I call the constructors directly like as functions, what happens? Function only working, constructor not working. And constructor inside don't place any return statement. And this is the syntax for the constructor function. If you remember my last week explanations, named function syntax matching, see that one. First model named functions available, exactly that syntax it is going to matching here. Function keyword followed by name of the constructor, parameters, inside that properties initializations and method declarations. Same yesterday syntax I explained the same. If I remove this first line, this is called as a literal object. If I write this one, it is called as constructor. Just one small line difference in there. Okay, constructor ready with some group of properties and methods. Then if I want to use this one, sir, create the object. Now all these properties and methods, if I want to utilize it, create the object. So this is the object creation syntax. And these are all the examples what we already worked. New followed by array, new followed by array followed by something, new followed by date, new followed by your own date. So one or two times dates also used, sir, but arrays are recently used. These all are constructors. The syntax, these are the live examples what we know already. But if you create your own constructor, you should follow the same style only. Array place your own constructor comes. Why the two syntaxes available, sir? First constructor without arguments, sir. Second constructor with arguments. Arguments are difference, remaining all are same. Non-parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor. Pronunciations, non-parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor. Why you highlighted some colors, sir? A yellow color is there, na? That is object creation. Total yellow color part is object creation. Yellow color inside red color is there, na? That is your constructor calling step. And every object creation statement, half of the part is a constructor calling step. Right. How it is possible, sir? Old example, but once again I'm repeating. Now, what is that balance? Male. Every female inside male is there. She, he, right. Woman, men, common. Right. So, matter. As one word, but inside another meaning also available. Why that one, sir? Ante God creation. Everybody's came from the female, that is. The Bhudevi, Yattu, female gender. భూదేవుడు కాదు కదా భూదేవి ఎర్త్ ట్రీటింగ్ యాజ్ ఎ female, not as a male gender. So this is single word, but inside one more word is there. This is also single word, but inside one word is also there. So this is object creation. Only this part is constructor calling step. Every object creation internally includes the constructor calling statement. These are the syntaxes. We'll go for the example. Sir, we have literal, sir. By using literal also we can create the object. Yes. Then why we should go for the constructor, sir? At the end of this one, I'll explain that. And first we'll see the example. End of these examples, I'll compare the literal and constructor. So two steps. First constructor creation and then object creation. Once object created, then you can access like as your last example. Object creation after object utilization same as. There is no difference. So demo on constructor functions. First, I'm creating a small constructor in header section. First, do's and doesn't I'm going to showing, sir, and what is right, what is wrong. Constructor sample, yes, capital letter. A dummy constructor, document.write once again I'm using. Again, we can't use the document.write, but I'm using. And the, hmm, hmm. Sample constructor invoked. So whenever the construct is executed, you'll get that message on the screen. So dummy constructor, just with single line code, no properties, no methods. Next example, I'll show that. Why sir this example? And do's and doesn't I'm going to covering first. What is the right code? What is the wrong code? Constructor ready. Then testing. Now I'm calling sample directly, sir. We'll get output, no doubt at all. Go and check it. 100% output is come, sir. Error, sir. No error. Program executed successfully, but patient died. Execution success, sir, but concept missing. In constructor function topic, constructor is missing, only function executed. It's like as our function calls, add function, sub function, some max function, min function, how we call like that. But it's responded, sir. Technically, every constructor is a function. A constructor missing, a function only executing. The general process. So you will get the answer from the function, not from the constructor. And what it is missing, sir, in background, object not created, only step executed. Object not created, sir, just a step is only executed. So wrong thing. That is what I'm covering here. Invalid. When a reference variable not available, sir, then only it's working like that. We'll try like that also, sir. One more time sample responded without any constructor. Here also constructor not executed, only function executed. A function inside step executed and you will get the output. Object not created. Proof, sir. Print OB. Print OB. On a reference variables, we can print it, sir. Like arrays, if I print array, array data printing. Functions, if I print the function, a function body is printing. Remember? Two times I used also that one. When you write any function name here, inside that what is the body stored, that body is printing. But now if I write the OB here, OB inside what we have, sir, object avail, object printing. But what it is printing? Undefined. And object not created. Uh, If really object created address stored, sir, that inside object available, object spelling is printing. Hmm. Undefined means it's not declared. So object not created in this line also. Both are invalid things, sir. That is doesn't means. Doesn't means that one. But what is the valid thing, sir? Constant followed by OB2 equals to new followed by sample. This is a valid. Exactly the syntax you followed. Reference variable equals to new followed by. And this is yellow color line. Observed? And this is the red color. But new allocating the memory for the your total logic of the constructor. After that, this sample construct is invoked. It is trying to store the data. But currently it's an empty object, sir. Blank. Reason inside you have only one printing step. No members are there. No properties and no methods. So empty object is created. But output to same. See that when you go for invalid, when you go for valid, both output is same. But difference where it will come, sir, into when you print the second object, you will get the difference. OB2, the difference available, see that. So OB2, you are the object and you belongs to the class called as a capital object. It is capital O. Because last session, so many times I said every object should be derived from the object class prototype. That object name it is displaying. So as per this name, we can get the clarity object created successfully. But still, if you have any doubt, go to the console, sir. OB and OB2. Clearly curly brackets available, your object is also available. But here, nothing is there. So that is valid and invalid things. When you call directly, it's working. But somebody is feeling, sir, it's working other, then why, sir? Then only with reasons I shown that. So this is calling, it is also calling. But in both callings, what happens, sir? The constructor portion missing, sir, only function activated. It works like as a normal named function, just executing the steps and producing the memory. But memory allocation, so address storing, nothing is happens in background. That all the things are happens here. Object created, that object where it is created, a reference stored in this OB2. Address stored. That address I'm printing here. Can we see the address of the object as sir? No, sir. JavaScript not supported that one. But maybe other languages is possible by calling of toString method or by calling of hash code method. So we can see the address of your objects. But JavaScript not interested. Why, sir? It is asking simple question. If I'm shown the address, what you are doing under this? Okay, you asked address, I'm showing with that address what you are doing under. ఏమైనా చేయగలరా దాంతో? కొన్ని దాన్ని ఏమైనా చేయగలరా మీరు? ఏం చేయలేరు. ఎందుకు అప్పుడు? You can't do anything on the address. Only for ifeast అంతే, that's all. But Java showing your object address కదా. What you can do with that address? ఏం చేస్తారు? ఏం చేయలేరు. నీళ్ళు మనుషులు పెట్టుకోవడం అంతే. Just for the watching purpose, except that you can't use. Addresses you can't handle. When you touch the address, it's changing into normal integer number. Whenever you touch the addresses, programmer directly like this, it is automatically converts into normal integer number. So address gone. Some languages showing address are yes, showing what is the use. అది ఓన్లీ ఇంటర్నల్ పర్పస్ కానీ నాట్ ఫర్ ది ఎక్స్టర్నల్ పర్పస్. సో ప్రోగ్రామర్ దే టచ్ ద అడ్రస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ కన్వర్ట్ ఇంటూ అన్ ఇంటీజర్ నెంబర్. ఇంటీజర్ నెంబర్ నో వాల్యూ. సో ఇట్స్ ప్యూర్లీ ఇంటర్నల్ యూజేజ్ ఓన్లీ. సో దెన్ ఓన్లీ JavaScript showing why you need address here. It is a simple thing. Simple. If you have the question answer, JavaScript showing the address. I'm ready to show the address. What you can do with that one? Anybody can give the answer. I'll try to show the address. Any language, not only here. But same step if you run in Java, system.out.println. What it says, sir? Your address showing. Address showing conformly. Maybe like that, other languages also they're showing the address. Watching over and thing. I mean, no use of that one. So JavaScript directly not providing any address, sir. If you are asking show the address, simply it is showing you are the object. Go under. Is enough. Go under the simple thing. So do's and doesn't, sir. Next, I'm going to creating one more object. Lastly, perfect. This is also valid. New available, constructor calling also available. Full sentence. Memory allocated and construct is also executed. But a memory location I'm not storing into any reference variable. Why, sir? Into use and throw. It's nothing but an anonymous. This is normal object, sir. Use and keep it. And this is use and throw it. My program completed. But our last object is there in memory block as current. No, it's already destroyed. But OB2 is there still in memory block as current. Yes, available. Until to close this browser, this object available in the memory still if you are not using this object available in the memory block. That is, I am saying couple of times, use and throw. And a one-time usage scenario, prefer the anonymous. Memory saving. But one object, like that of 10 to 15 objects available. Even purpose completed, they're still staying in the memory block only. What happening, sir, into some wastage of the memory is going to increasing. Right? And the final program, so it's impacted to performances. So then only sometimes if you use the normal object and at least sometimes you have to use the anonymous. But we don't know, sir. I clearly mentioned, not only here, even previous topics also I said, I need use and throw policy. Use always anonymous. Use and throw. Anonymous is the best. Anywhere. Anonymous object, anonymous function, anonymous arrays, anonymous strings. Remember? Huh? Sure? Uh, no, sir, I need the reusability, sir. And that one I want to use again and again and again, sir. Go for normal objects. You will like this with reference variables. Go for normal object with reference variables. You want to use more than one time. You want to use only once in the program. Define object as a anonymous. Define array also anonymous. Even define the functions also anonymous. Some memory saving. Somebody is wasting, somebody is saving. So program balancing. All are wasting. Husband wasting the money, wife also wasting the money. Some days after family, both are. At least husband wasting the money, wife is saving, balancing the family. Or wife wasting the money, husband is saved the money, balancing. Both are going to spending the money, both are wasting the money. And some years after, right. Okay, sir, this is the awareness and idea how to create constructor, how to create object. But now I'm introducing one original properties and methods. So Java.NET candidates అయితే you got shocked. Why, sir? And this is I'm saying as a constructor. But as for your previous knowledge, constructor అంటే one class compulsory, class inside same name item compulsory, then only it is called as a constructor అని this feelings అవ్వాలి. ఇక్కడేమో ఇట్ now అయిపోయింది. No classes, no same name concept, no etc. etc. అది ఒరిజినల్ క్లాస్ బేస్డ్, దిస్ ఇస్ ప్రోటోటైప్ బేస్డ్. So constructors we can define in two models, sir. One with parameters, one without parameters. Like as one functions topic only. The difference what, sir? Into small difference available. With the parameters, if I define the constructors, I can initialize the objects dynamically. Dynamic initialization of the object. Without parameters, if I define the function, static initialization. That is the difference, sir. Without parameters, static initialization. With parameters, dynamic initialization. But point అయితే common. Initialization is the common. Object initialization. As static mode or dynamic mode. Decide it yourself. Both possible. Static mode is possible. Dynamic mode also possible. If I want to go for static mode, sir, constructor without parameters. If I want to go for dynamic mode, sir, constructor with the parameters. The concept and the, so you can choose as per the need of your program. Simple thing, go for this one. Our arrays topic ke kada? A1 equals to new followed by array. A1 equals to new followed by array. What happens, sir? Array created. What is the data, sir? No data. Blank array created. But if I write this statement any number of times, what happens? Blank array, blank array, blank array, blank array. That is static and always the same process. If I go for like this, sir, A2 followed by new array of 10. Array created with 10 now. Next array created with 20. Next array created with 30. And array to array changes are coming. That is called as a dynamic process. What is difference, sir? అంటే ఇక్కడ parameters not supplying and here parameters are supplying. So parameters available, dynamic process comes, sir, and it continuously can change the data. Parameters not available, continuously changing data not possible, always maintains the same data. Which is useful, sir? Both useful. Both useful, but compared to static to dynamic, more cases we are using. Some cases static also important. Let's so generally static means waste, dynamic means useful, and this type of thoughts available. No, sir, I'll give the clarity. Static also important. Okay, example, tomorrow session I'll cover that one. Hmm? Programs tomorrow I'll show it. Thank you all. Any questions on online candidates? Sir, prepare mentally, physically. August 15 also you have the session. Coming Sunday also you have the session. Hmm? Mostly August 15, 99% holiday, ne? Public holiday, but we'll conduct the session because time not fast, more time we are spending. But somebody misunderstanding that one. Fast ki more time ki difference, no idea. Huh? Hmm.